The Canada flag's history. If you're Canadian and you don't know this, it's because all that news that you see out there doesn't support us, okay? It doesn't support us. It doesn't bring the past with us. We have to bring the past with us. So what I have to say about it is that in the beginning, okay, to be a flag. Now in 1963, somebody had to do an outline. This is what they did. They put the color to it. This was in Bouctouche. Cyrus LeBlanc did this. And then to make up their mind, because King George V wanted red on white, like we have it today. Well, George Stanley suggested that the king wanted red on white. You know, in 1964, reminded everybody this was what was going on. Now, Jacques Saint-Cyr stylized it with the two leaves like that and proportioned it the way we see it today. That's the Canadian flag story. Now, you can go on the internet and see what you want. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's all true. It is to a certain extent, but what happened leading up to it? This is the story. In Big Cove, Elsipogtog, New Brunswick, there was a family by the name of Peters. Joseph Peters, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, also had an idea. It was never mentioned that First Nations played any part whatsoever into the Canada flag. But this does. Mr. LeBlanc was part First Nations himself. He was part Indigenous. And he was a Frenchman from Bouctouche, Cyrus LeBlanc. And I'm proud to say that our history comes from Bouctouche and explain it to you just the way it's supposed to be. Now on Canada Day, you should have this shirt. You can order them. Call me up and I'll get you some shirts. It's a beautiful shirt. And it is the Freedom Flag of Canada. This was used by some billionaires way back in the day. And it was stuff that people knew, you know? As long as nobody tried to steal this or nothing was happening to it, it meant the people's well-being was great, you know? So the thing is, did you forget about it or do you still know about this? All right, so Mr. LeBlanc from Bouctouche was a veteran, so that you know, and he tried his whole life to hang on to this flag, and he did. And I promised that I would give it to the people, you know, for the rest of my life, make sure that it's out there. So I'm doing my part, but I'm only one person. There's 40 million people out there, and this is not going to come out on the news. Now, you can find it on CBC. I did do a number on YouTube, and you can go look up the first Canadian Maple Leaf flag on YouTube, and you'll find me there. Anyways, this needs some support. Hope you guys can understand that Mr. LeBlanc did his best to bring you the Canadian flag, even though you might not like the colors. But hey, the yellow was for New Brunswick, the red was for the Maple Leaf, and the king that had chose the color red on white. Purple was just to represent some colors, some flowers with the only colors he had, because Mr. LeBlanc was an artist and he was running out of paint that day. That's what he told me. Anyways, that's the way it goes. Don't forget to subscribe and like, because we got to get this out to everyone. Don't forget to share it. Doesn't cost anything. Thanks, folks. Canada Day. Get your shirts and your hats.